Hello, welcome to Popcorn with Kristen. Today I'm reviewing Voicemails for Isabelle, which is a rom-com on Netflix starring Zoe Deutsch and Nick Robinson. Okay, let's get into it. Well, first of all, I just want to say that I think this is one of my favorite rom-coms of 2026. So Zoe Deutsch's character, she plays Jill. I want to tell you a little bit about Jill before we get to the main plot. So, Jill is a really fun character, in my opinion. She is just so full of life. She is just energetic. I mean, she just seems like the kind of person like you just want to hang around with most of the time, right? Like she's just like energetic. She's sociable, outgoing. She likes to, you know, go on dates from time to time, things like that. And most of all, she is so close with her sister Isabelle. She is like, I mean, they are like two peas in a pod. They are peanut butter and jelly. Her sister is her best friend. And Jill also is an aspiring pastry chef. But we'll get to that in a moment. Unfortunately, though, there comes a time where Isabelle passes. So Jill is left with the loss of her sister, Isabelle, and part of the grieving process is Jill starts leaving voicemails to Isabelle's old phone number. And they're very personal voicemails, right? As if she's talking to her like I'm talking to you, and telling her fun things and memories, and kind of like, what would you do like if you were here, kind of thing, or like, I'm just sharing this with you because I'm experiencing this, so it's just like it's just a lot of talk, right? But it's personal stuff. And that's where Nick Robinson's character, or I don't know if you saw my thumb. Nick Robinson's character comes in. He plays Wes. So Wes is receiving those voicemails. Little does Jill know. And Wes, he is a real estate agent. He's living in Austin, Texas. And he seems like a really cool guy, right? He's just, I mean, I have a crush on him. I have a crush on Nick Robinson. He is, oh girl. Okay, but anyways, we'll get to maybe that later. But anyways, so yeah, he's good looking. He's pretty well off. He has a good job. Things like that. But he's getting these voicemails, and he's kind of like, wait, who the heck is this, right? Like, am I getting like pranked? I mean, he doesn't like say that, but it's just, he's kind of coming off that way, like what, right? Because a lot of them, anyways, okay, no, I don't want to spoil anything, but I'm just saying she's just very energetic, okay? So she's just full of life, and he's kind of like, what is happening with these voicemails, right? But anyways, so, so that's mainly the plot, right? And, and Jill, as I mentioned, she's an aspiring pastry chef, so she is living in San Francisco. So she is working at this fancy restaurant, and she's just trying to make it, right? She's trying to make it as a chef, a pastry chef, and she works hard for the money. That's all I have to say. She deals with a lot at her job. So, but anyways, so overall, this movie, it was just a mix of good things. I mean, well, first of all, it's obviously very sad that her sister passed away. So, and I think that's very, unfortunately, relatable for millions of people who have lost a loved one, especially, just like maybe Jill's situation, a close sister, maybe a close brother, right? That's literally, I think, like like, I feel like the worst human emotion you could ever experience, or one of them, right? But anyways, so I think this movie is definitely relatable in that way, unfortunately. Um, it's a bit emotional, it's sentimental, but that rom-com kicks in, and I had a lot of really good laughs. I mean, I was LOLing. I was laughing so hard in my, like, on my couch. I was like, like, I would, girl, I was laughing. Okay, but anyway, so I think you're gonna laugh pretty good. I mean, it depends on your humor, right? Maybe this movie isn't for you, but anyways, I think it was worth a watch. And so the comedy, I love the comedy. I had some good laughs throughout the movie, and it's cute. There's obviously rom-com. There's romance involved, but no spoilers there. And yeah, I mean, there's other characters involved. Like Wes has two like best friends, so you'll get to see them in the movie. They're really fun characters too. So, and oh, I also loved the soundtrack of this film. I mean, I always feel like a good soundtrack for a movie or even a show, like, but especially movie, I feel like that's what really makes the movie. So I was like shazamming like some of the songs. I was like, "Ooh, that's a good song," or "That's a good song." Oh, sorry, I think my phone, I shook my phone there. But anyways, and what else? I was trying to think. And the pace of the movie, it's not like super slow or anything. There might be some slow moments, but it moves pretty quickly. I feel like there's a lot of like character traveling, so you'll get to see like some scenery around the city, around the town, things like that, with Wes and Jill. And I'm trying to think anything else. Yeah. So I would say, I mean, obviously making this video for a reason, but in my opinion, I think this movie is totally worth a watch. And okay, so I'm gonna start to wrap up the video a little bit. If you'd like to stay for an icebreaker question, I usually ask an icebreaker question toward the end of my videos, or video review, movie review, show review, whichever. Okay. So I probably have asked this question in one of my other rom-com, movie or YouTube reviews, but what would your favorite rom-com be? Do you have one? Okay, so mine, I might have mentioned this before in my other videos, but I have two. I mean, there's so many good ones, right? It's hard to really say, but I really like A Walk to Remember. Oh my gosh, A Walk to Remember isn't a rom-com. Okay, never mind. I'm so sorry. You know what? It's been a while since I've done a review. So, you know what? Maybe I'm the calm in this this review, okay? I just like A Walk to Remember, but that's not really a rom-com. That's a really sad movie. Okay, I'm so sorry. Love, Rosie. I have to say, with Lily Collins, you gotta see it. You gotta see it. I think it came out in like early, like in the 2010s or something like that, maybe 2016, but I love it. You gotta go watch that one. But anyway, so that's kind of it. I decided to just like I never wear this. It's like a little crop top, but sorry, here's the other, my shoulder's covering. I try not to show that much of my room, but anyways, okay, there we go. That's how I should have had the video. But okay, I chose this color because I don't know. I mean, it's a rom-com, there's love involved, right? And then also like red for RIP for her sister. Okay. And I also did want to say, just like on a personal note, that because I know this movie, has that serious side to it with the loss of a loved one. So I just personally just wanted to say, if you have lost a loved one in your life, my deepest condolences. Um, I mean, it's just not an easy emotion to deal with, and it can take a lifetime of healing. And anyway, so maybe not going too much into that, but I also wanted to say that too because I've lost a few people this year myself, and like someone that I lost was her name was Sarah. She was just this beautiful, beautiful soul. And anyways, and also a friend of the family passed. It was a hit and run, and I knew him when I was a teenager. Um, but still, I mean, he was just an amazing, just genuinely good soul. Like just, but anyways, not to get too deep, but I just want to throw my heart out there. Like, yeah, my deepest condolences. But anyways, other than that, go check out the movie. You know, I mean, it's not like you might shed tears. Okay, I was like on TikTok and people were like, oh, like, but I don't know. I just feel like I feel like I have no emotion left in me nowadays. So I'm kind of like I have like this like armor up, but sometimes it takes a lot for me to cry. But anyways, yeah, you might shed a few tears. Go check out the movie. Voicemails for Isabelle. And if you enjoy this review, feel free to give a like, a comment, subscribe. Until next time, bye.